All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Sports Coverage Aaron Foot and Curious Harry. And I think if you compare the two semifinals, this was probably the one that was slightly a little more sort of it looked like the better side sort of showed their class and they won the game. It was Goa who came out on top in the end, 2-1 against Chennai. We saw some quality goals. I think Brandon Fernandez showing what he can do if he is played. But I mean, we know the issues with him, but that was a fantastic goal. Let's appreciate that for now. Chennai, I thought were interesting. I mean, in the end, I think they weren't as good as Goa, and there's one very tricky incident, that very interesting incident that I saw, and I will bring it up as we start our conversation. Hiren, coming to you first off, what did you think of the game? Because now we've got a really nice set of semifinals lined up.
First of all, good evening to everyone. Definitely. I think for best team goes into the semi-final. But interesting match, I would say interesting match. स्टार्टिंग से ही एफसी गोवा ने वो फर्स्ट मिनट में वो नोआ सदोई का जो चांस बना था विद द मिस पास ऑफ आई थिंक रहीम अली का वो मिस पास था फर्स्ट मिनट पे एंड इफ यू सी फ्रॉम दैट मोमेंट आई थिंक till the 90 minute definitely FC Goa had a more clear cut chances, more domination, I would say. But I think that Sirkovic goal, I think definitely at the you can say ki just before the half time, I think have put up a belief in the Chennaiyin FC that we can come back in this match. But unfortunately in second half they didn't able to create I would say second half मेरे को और भी ज्यादा मतलब क्या बोलते कि चेन्नई एफसी से उतना ज्यादा कन्विंसिंग नहीं लगा जिसके लिए वो जाने जाते हैं. If you see last couple of matches they have been really brilliant in the second half में उनकी इंटेंसिटी ज्यादा होती है, they create more chances. राफेल क्रेविलारो को आज सब्स्टिट्यूशन पे लाए बट वो भी आज मेरे को दिखे नहीं 100% जो उनसे वो देखने को मिलता है. So Owen Cole side's dream run has been ended with this loss, and I think FC Goa deserve to win this match. And Noha Sadoi, Brendan Fernandez, I mean, what a goal! What a screamer of a goal! Beautiful to see that kind of goal from Indian player, particularly. I think for me, one of the best in this season. I would say top थ्री में मैं इस गोल को रखूंगा जिस तरह से उन्होंने फिनिश भी किया. एंड बैक टू बैक गोल्स फॉर ब्रेंडन फर्नांडिस, सो दैट्स आल्सो गुड थिंग फॉर एफसी गोवा एंड फॉर द नेशनल टीम आल्सो. इज कमिंग बैक इनटू दैट फिटनेस लेवल, दैट फॉर्म level. So overall, a convincing performance from the FC Goa, and hard luck to Chennaiyin FC for not going forward in this season. But let's hope so. And Coyle is known for his you can say ki really good season. So let's hope so ki next season he will do better.
Yep. Rashid saying, Manolo, Peter Kratky is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I know this is the incident that I was wanted to really discuss. Red card for Dheeraj, the handball outside the box. In real time, to me, it looked like a handball. And if it was a handball, it's a straight red. Again, I have not seen the replays. Just want to say that. Anuma, what did it look like to you? Because if you have seen the replays, and
I have not seen the replays, so that's the problem. If he touches it, it's a red.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, very, very clear. But yeah, I if anyone has seen it really in slow motion and seen it, because I think Dheeraj is a topic to discuss, because Dheeraj looked all over the place. I mean, for a goalkeeper who I will always remember as a 15, 16-year-old kid who was exceptional for India, this is not good enough. Sorry, And if I would read Dheeraj, I would say it on his face. This is not, what was he trying to do, especially at the start of the second half? I seriously, and again, Manolo has trusted him. Yeah, he didn't trust Arshdeep that much as well. Arshdeep was strong at the start, then did his mistakes as well. I think Goa have a goalkeeper problem going into the semi-finals.
Sloppy आज काफी दिखा और shaky भी. I think decision making is very very poor.
And even for the goal, I think he fumbles right at the 6-yard line, and not great sense. But
उस स्टैंडर्ड के कीपर के हिसाब से राहुल, उस स्टैंडर्ड के कीपर के हिसाब से that should be easily collected, no question asked. And उतना कोई क्या बोलते कि वो ऐसा भी हेडर नहीं था कि इतना पेस पे आ रहा था. And it was, and कोई ऐसा क्या बोलते कि दूसरा चेन्नई एफसी का प्लेयर भी नहीं था कि जो उसको प्रेस करने जा, वो क्या बोलते कि वो करने जा रहा था. He should have easily collected that, and that where he fumbled. And दूसरा एक यहाँ पे आप देखिए कि उसने एक जो क्लियर किया था और कॉर्नर भी दिया था, वो जो हवा में बॉल गई थी ज्यादा ऊंची, and where Ode Onadia's reaction was, you should have collected that. So I think that shows he is on low on confidence. Otherwise, he easily you can say collected that ball.
Yeah. And Irene, I just want to ask you as well. You think it's also got to do with the fact that he wasn't first choice, he wasn't clear first choice, and there was always a conversation about who's Goa's first choice keeper. You think that affects his confidence as well?
But I think in second half of the season, as sir mentioned, कि first half में Arshdeep get a long run. Second half in second half of the season, he get the long run. It's just not like he, one match he is playing, another match is Arshdeep
Mhm.
playing. In second half of the season, he played continuously. I think one or two match maybe in second half. Other than that, he played you can say कि more matches. So I think and if you have a challenge in your team, then that's a good for you. You have a confidence and you need to be better than him to prove coach that I am better than him. So I think this kind of opportunity you need to take it and prove that you are
it
the first choice keeper.
it proves a different point to me that we have what I've been also saying. We have in some positions we've got a standard issue, and especially with the younger ones compared to the older ones. See that save that Devjit does against Noah Sadui towards the end,
No
right?
Asadai.
Yeah. So this is we have a standard issue with our young players. So therefore, to me, yeah, sad to see someone like Dheeraj do this. But Dheeraj has always been a very good shot stopper on the line. But whenever he has to come out, and this is not the first time he's had this problem, right? He's been having this for a while. He had it at 80K, and after that, so therefore, yeah, it's if you want to be a top keeper, these are the kind of mistakes which you can't do.
Yeah. Anu, any idea about accumulation of yellows in ISL playoffs? Or when is it a suspension?
I think semi-final में वो clear cut हो जाता है ना शायद.
Two. You have to have two yellow cards.
Two yellow cards before the semis, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that clears that. But yeah, in overall Chennai's campaign, of course, it was a weird campaign, ups and downs, but then they really went on a very, very, very solid high. And yeah, although they finished with a 2-1 loss to go, I think in the end, would they be happy with their season?
आई थिंक डेफिनेटली मतलब आई थिंक एक ट्रांजिशन सीजन था क्योंकि आपने सारे फॉरेनर्स को चेंज किया था. आपने देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ योर इंडियन की प्लेयर्स. Anirudh Thapa is also left. You bring a new head coach. So lot of things has been changed. And उसके बावजूद जिस तरह से आपने सीजन का स्टार्ट किया था, जिस तरह से अभी आपने फिनिश किया, I think in that perspective definitely it's a positive thing. They will definitely build on from here. And already news are coming up. Some of the signings already when Coel and Chennaiyin FC done for the next season. So that looks like they are moving in the you can say right direction and making a progress. I think that would be this season would be considered as a transition season, but definitely they will disappointed with this result because they had a very good momentum to get into the and to beat any you can say top side. But I would consider this season as a you can say transition and a positive season rather than a successful season. I think they can build on from here if they continue with the you can say little bit stability, because in recent couple of years we have seen that every season they are changing the all foreigners. So I think that you need to bring a little bit stability. What are the players you want to continue, and let's see how they are going to build on from here.
You're on
Rahul,
mute.
you are on mute.
So I guess, yeah, Sharad, we'll get to the semi-final predictions. But again, Rash is asking Anava whether a yellow here and a yellow in the first leg of the semi would lead to a suspension in the second leg for
Yes.
the semis. It would.
Yes.
It was. Yeah. So that's Sack Owen Coyle. Stick with him, right? Surely, no.
His contract has been extended.
Yeah. I mean, just in general as well. Stick with him. Right?
I wouldn't. Why would
no.
you? Why would you sack Owen Coyle?
Yeah.
I mean, Owen Coyle is a character. Is someone who, even within not the best team, will get you a result. There are teams who I would have said on paper look stronger than Chennaiyin, but Chennaiyin made the top 6. So therefore, I don't know where where Rachit comes up with this sack ego Steamach now. Oh, sorry, sack Owen Coyle. Sorry, ego Steamach said sack Owen Coyle. Sorry. So therefore, I think Owen Coyle has given a lot to this club, and I think he can still give a lot if you see his passion, his fight, his grit. You know, these are the kind of managers and coaches you want in the ISL to come. You know, because they add something and they try and make their make to try and make their teams better.
Yep. And I completely agree. I think Hireni's worked with a team that probably is not the best on paper. I think you'd say BFC have a better team on paper, Northeast have a better team on paper. There's been a couple of other teams who just didn't get the job done, but they did it. And I think, yeah, credit goes to Unkar. And if they do get a better side with do you guys think that they need to work on their foreign core a little more, or the Indian side of players? Because I feel like they need a bit of both. Hiren.
I think I completely agree. I think दोनों तरफ आप देखिए राफेल क्रियोलारो is now not on the same age, and no doubt राफेल क्रियोलारो was a great player, but जिस तरह से अभी ISL का अभी evolution हुआ है, आप लगातार मैचेस खेलते जा रहे हैं and it is going to be difficult, and आज भी clearly देखा कि वो intensity उससे नहीं देखने को मिल रही थी. दूसरी साइड Indian players पे भी no doubt some of them are you can say कि played really well this season. Some of them needs to be, you can say you need to bring a better Indian players. So I think the Jordan Murray, I would say he is not great this season. I think the expectation was more from him, but he disappointed. Connor Silt was overall, I would say, better for foreigner for this season. Ryan Edwards has been brilliant. So 2-3 foreigners have done well this season. 2-3 have been disappointed. The same goes for the Indian players. Some of the, I think Ninthoi has been brilliant as a winger. Rahim Ali in this last phase of the season has been picked up his form. Irfan Yadwad is a positive for Chennaiyin FC. Jiteswar and Ayush Adhikari. For me, Jiteswar looks decent enough, and Ayush Adhikari also I would consider this season as a decent season, average season for him. So they need to step up. Backline you have a Vikas Yumnam, Akash Sangwan leaving for next season to FC Goa. You have a Mukherjee Saab, so he done well. So there are some of the positive in Indian players also, but they need a 2-3 quality more Indian players, and definitely 2-3 changes in the foreign quota also.
Anova, on Chennai and what they need to improve going into next season, because the coach we know is staying and it's probably the right choice.
Hiren has mentioned a lot of players. Again, I start with Rafa Kivillaro. You saw today he wasn't fit. You know, I saw today yesterday's post-match press conference with Sergio Lobera, who said, you know what, Diego Mauricio was not fit. He shouldn't have played. And this is something where you realize that there are a lot of these players, Indian and foreign, who are not fully fit or not even close to fit, but want to give it for their team. So the question to me is, was it wise, if you know that Rafa Kivillaro is not 100% fit, to bring him on, even if Jordan Murray is not fit enough? I think the most important thing, I think there are two things. I would say on one side, Devjit to me, Devjit towards the end was exceptional, even though Shomik Mitra was the starting goalkeeper early on. Rahim Ali looks a much better player towards the end of the season. And then on me, the other players that Hiren mentioned where they need to step up: Jiteshwar, Ayush, Bikash. If they need to have a bigger role in this, and they have to be, Bikash was playing these square passes all this time. It was like, and when the forward passes, he was losing too often the ball today. Consistency, that's one thing which I feel. And again, you have to realize, Jordan Murray has tried to, but was he really there? Connor Shields is given a lot, but is he really the right fit to what you need? So therefore, that's the other thing of what kind of foreigners do you need. I think they need a foreign striker who can deliver you 10, 12 goals. I think that's what the success of this season has proven. A striker, 10 to 12 goals, helps your team to get into the playoffs. And then they had a brilliant backline, with Ryan Edwards, very good signing. Sirkovic, very good signing. And then they'll have to see. And again, I think the one or the other they'll have to replace. But otherwise, I think an interesting lineup.
Vinci Barreto.
Yeah, but Vinci Barreto is another, Liston Colasso, Romeo Fernandez to me. You never know.
That is the issue with Indian players.
So Hiren, that is my thing. Vinci Barreto has pace. Okay. What else does he have? He's not let's say Vinci Barreto is not a Noah Sadui. Noah Sadui has also pace, but Noah Sadui has the end product. And that is, to me, I think the main thing to work on a lot of these boys, the end product has to be better.
But Batejo, sir, also for me is a disappointment. Because I think expectation was high, but
maybe the expectations were high, but again, it's I don't know. He also didn't look fully fit to me today. So that's the point, right? I think, especially now with the longer season, especially in the month of April, if your fitness is not there, you will not be able to cover that. You will need that fitness to be able to sustain these hot and humid conditions.
Yeah, guys, it's weird. I think they've got some improvements. And on Vinci Barreto, I think I agree with you. I think he's a very raw player, but I think he really can be coached because he's got all those weird, like those raw elements that can really be turned into something really nice.
It's like Liston Colasso to me, na? Liston Colasso the other day, the goal he scored against Mohun Bagan Supergiant against Mumbai City FC. How many times? If you make him do him 100 times, right? He will maybe score 1. On a bad day, he will score 9. On a good day, he might score 3 out of 100. That is when I talk about consistency of a player. You have a certain level of technical ability, but are you able to show it week in, week out? That is the difference of a quality player and a non-quality player. That's why Changte has moved ahead of all the other wingers, because Changte also had a weak phase this season. But when you needed him, he has been the key Indian player besides Vikram at Mumbai City, for example. Brandon, performance like today, can I see him do that 20, 22 weeks in a month, in a calendar year? That is what I would hope that Brandon is. Because Brandon Fernandez is a very, very special player.
I think sir, जिस तरह से वो टच भी लेता है, वो फील देता है आपको कि he is a kind of a player, different player. मतलब इंडियन प्लेयर को जनरली आप इस तरह का उसका बॉडी शेप या फिर वो नहीं दिखता है आपको. And आज भी जिस तरह से वो रन बना रहा है,
he has one advantage, na? In his youth, he went for 3 years, 4 years to South Africa, was training in Cape Town. He had a training stint at Leicester City. People in England were interested in the player, couldn't sign the player. So that, to me, his father Jaju, the late Jaju, spend a lot of time, money, and effort to try and create something out of Brandon. Brandon is an exceptional talent for Indian football. Brandon Fernandez is one of those very few exceptional talent. And to me, if Brandon is able to play like this, we don't need to discuss creative. He's even better than Sahal then, if he's able to play to this level, because he has a little bit of more awareness when it comes to the tactical side of things. But Brandon Fernandez, sadly, playing at this level like this, really does it. That's my concern.
Other thing I want to discuss, sir, regarding this Manolo Marquez strategy in the last couple of matches of Boris Singh using as a right back. He completely, you can say, gone away from the Sheraton, and he started, I think, last 3 matches starting Boris on the right back. How do you see that?
I think he wants a more attacking wing back. I think he wants sort of a little bit of a copy of what Jay Gupta is trying to do on the other side. And to me is that's something that he's trying out, because that is actually Boris's original position at youth level. He used to be a right back for the Indian juniors when I first saw him play, right? So therefore, it is not an unnatural position. He was turned during ISL days more of an attacking player. And to me, and Rachit is saying, I think he's been doing a decent job in the last few matches, and therefore, not a bad idea. The question is, when you have, when you now play Mumbai, when you now potentially have to play a Vikram, does he in the first match actually risk Boris, or does he go a little bit careful and say, "Tika, let me play Sheraton"? that will be interesting to see.
Yep. And Rush is agreeing, but he's doing a decent job. Um, yep. It's going to be very, very, very fun looking at these semifinals coming ahead. I thought we'll just talk about them as well. Um, First up, Goa, and Thimen, because they've gone past through Chennai, and I think in the end, deservedly so. It's a tough challenge against Mumbai, but we know this Goa side is capable of scoring goals, and when they really get it on, they can really trouble the opposition. But you've got a very, very tough Mumbai side on the other side. So how do they go about it?
I think FC गोवा ने जिस तरह से सेकंड हाफ ऑफ द सीजन की शुरुआत की थी आफ्टर लूजिंग ए संदेश चिंगान, आई थिंक लग रहा था कि वहां से रिकवर करना मुश्किल है, बट आई थिंक ग्रेट टर्नअराउंड फ्रॉम द मनोहर मार्केस एंड हिज साइड, एंड आई थिंक नाउ लुकिंग एस again a settled side, and last couple of matches they have been brilliant. They have been brilliant on the offensive side. Defensively भी they looks more stable compared to अगर आप second half of the season में जिस तरह से वो खेल रहे थे. So lots of positive for Manolo Marquez in that sense. I think their attacking players are working really well. Borja Herrera also doing really well. You have Boris, you have Mohammad Yasir, then Brendan, Carlos Martinez, Noha Satoi. So lots of option for Manolo Marquez. Midfield में I think Carl McHugh and Roland Borges. I think today looks solid. I think Roland Borges, great to see a player like him doing really well. And overall, FC Goa, I think can put up a really good challenge to Mumbai City FC. No doubt, Mumbai City played really well this season. But if you see FC Goa also can, you can just lose sealed by 3 points. So one match here and there, and they also maybe won the seed. But that's the put up aside. I think it is going to be exciting match because they both have a little bit history also, and FC Goa versus Mumbai City is always an exciting encounter. I think इस सीजन के दोनों मैचेस शायद ड्रॉ रहे हैं ना, कि एक मैच जीता है मुंबई, एक मैच को मेरे को याद है ड्रॉ था.
Draw.
So so I think both the team plays a little bit attacking minded football. So I think two leg of semi-final will be a cracker jack of games. I think I'm really excited to see. For me, I think this is the perfect scenario in the semi-finals. Mohun Bagan Odisha, they have a old rivalry, particularly this season with the AFC Cup matches. So they perfectly set it up, and this FC Goa versus Mumbai City will be also a very, very good game. So and today crowd was also good. I didn't expected this much crowd, to be honest. I think crowd was loud and very good at the Fatoda. So that's the good thing also. And I think maybe Mumbai's game also will be similar like situation. So atmosphere. So I think I'm really excited.
Yeah, no expectations from Mumbai, Goa. I mean, of course, we'll be rooting for Mumbai, but there is a real threat that the opposition possesses.
I think, as is the case with Mumbai City as well as with Mohun Bagan Super Giants, I think they have one advantage, and that is that they've had a few days extra rest. And at this stage of the season, you saw towards the end in the last 10-15 minutes today, and you saw it yesterday as well, the teams are tiring. They are unable to do something in the last few minutes. And to me, that is something which is very, very evident. And so therefore that's a big advantage for Mumbai City as well as for Mohun Bagan, that in the first leg, despite having having 4 or 5 days more, so to say, rest than the other teams.
Are we getting up for a Mumbai and a Mohun Bagan semi-final? Is some unfinished business there?
Could be. Again, we are in the final four, so there are a few potential combinations of a final, and nothing more, nothing less. Mumbai can play against two teams. Mohun Bagan can play against two teams. So therefore, it's the same thing as in the Champions League, right? Again,
Yeah.
Germany already. The talk is about a rematch of the 2013 final between Bayern and Borussia Dortmund, and on the other side, certain people want the legacy of Real Madrid to play against the new boys of Paris Saint-Germain and all that stuff. So therefore, the same thing is, I think, in the conversation in ISL as well.
Yeah.
Lorso is saying, Lorso is saying any word for FC Goa midfielder opinion, young and older players. I think they're very good mix of young and older players. And stepping Brendan का form में आना, I think that was a really crucial and really good for the FC Goa. Rollin is doing really well. Carl Mayhew तो है ही आपके पास I think उनके पास youngster में आयुष है ना उनके पास.
See, I think if you want to talk about young and old players, I think FC Goa in the end, and the way Manolo likes to build his teams, he has gone for experience, and the experience has not, let him down. Let's put it this way. So therefore, for Manolo, the experienced boys have delivered.
वो भी है ना ऑस्ट्रेलियन मिडफील्डर, क्या नाम है उसके, पेत्रे.
Yeah.
Saying Odisha Mohan Bagan will also be a great game. Novelas has a good history of winning Habas and Mohan Bagan. Guys, how much do matchups matter?
I think definitely देखिए, अगर आप करंट सिनेरियो के हिसाब से देखेंगे तो डेफिनेटली कोई भी बोलेगा कि मोहन बगान. बट आई थिंक दिस काइंड ऑफ मैचेस में डेफिनेटली मेरे को लगता है कि वो मैचअप थोड़ा सा बैक ऑफ द माइंड आ जाता है, मतलब चाहे भले ही आप कितना भी उसको नेग्लेक्ट करने की कोशिश करें. एंड आई थिंक मेरे को मतलब आफ्टर दी जैसे कि ओडिशा विनिंग, I think there are a lot of people saying कि now Mohan Bagan will do that, but I think I see Odisha FC can put up a very good challenge. I mean Sergio Lovera's side has all the capabilities कि they can you can say कि put up give a tough fight to Mohan Bagan super giant. So I don't see it's a maybe you can say कि little bit tilted to Mohan Bagan. I would consider it as a you can say कि equally between Odisha and Mohan Bagan. Because it's also a 2-leg game, so it's just not like कि भाई 1 leg में आपको अगर थोड़ा सा लक आपके साथ रहा, so you have a chance. I think in 2 legs the better team over the 180 minute or maybe more than that extra time, that team will win. So I think that is the thing. So super exciting.
Do you think there's anything in matchups, or we just say them for the sake of it, but at the end of the day it's how we play on the day and how you turn up on the day?
Yeah, I mean it's a 50-50.
Okay.
Both the teams have to play now 2 matches instead of 1, and I think on if you look at the last 2 games, Kerala could have gone. Kerala Blasters could have won yesterday, and even Chennaiyin FC could have won today. So and both Odisha and Goa had to dig deep. I think there's some niggles in there, and I think that'll be interesting to see, if both the teams can really be fully fit. I mean, for Odisha, I think it's very, very important to try and get Diego Mauricio fit, because I think he's the striker who can cause the most problems to a Mohan Bagan, and he can bulldoze his way through. And Goa, it'll be interesting to see it. I thought Carl Mayhew towards the end had 1 or 2 problems, because I think he's also, one of those unsung heroes in that Goa squad.
Yep. Best goal of the season for you guys, because we had a fair few good ones this time.
I think वो दिखाना पड़ेगा आपको कि ये 5 गोल है, इसमें से बेस्ट.
True. But any of the top of your head here? Top of your head.
moment तो आज जो ब्रेंडन को मैंने जैसे बोला कि for me that is the top 3 goal in this season.
I think
ये आपको जब तक आप Jay Gupta was one also good, but I think this is more you can say कि for me is of a screamer of a type goal, because थोड़ा सा distance भी ज्यादा था, एंगल भी थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट था, और जिस तरह से बॉल ने आप देखिए कि ट्रेजेक्टरी थी, आई थिंक फॉर मी दिस वाज वन ऑफ हिज बेस्ट. यहाँ पे आपको गोल दिखाना पड़ेगा आपको. आई थिंक अभी वो याद नहीं आएगा, मतलब स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द सीजन में वो पार्थिव गोगोई के भी 2 बैंगर्स है, देयर आर कपल ऑफ बैंगर्स. सो अगर आपके सामने गोल है तो आपको पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पे दिस इज द बेस्ट गोल.
Absolutely. I think Rashid you're right, it was world class today, and Hiren's also right in the sense that you need to look back at the goals. I can remember Harvey scoring a bicycle kick early on in the season, and I think that was something special. I don't know any strikes from the top of your head that you can remember. Manzoro's free kicks, of course.
Petratos, I think, was it Petratos against Goa? I think away, in Goa, that goal.
That one goal from Boris, Mohammad Yasir also.
Which was the start of the end of Arshdeep. I think that was that Arshdeep mistake, where Petratos, I think the long ranger, I think that was also
long ranger. Yes.
Oh yeah. Liston's
There are a lot
goal
of
was-
there are a lot of-
Exactly.
there's a again Liston's goal against Mumbai City the other day. Yeah. DJ Happy saying that. I agree. So again, there are tons of goals. I think Hiren says top
Luna
5.
against Odisha.
I'd like to see top 10. I'd like to see top 10, and then then let's have that discussion. But it's very difficult. We're now in April, and it's very difficult to remember what was happening in late September.
Yeah,
नहीं इसमें क्या होता है पता है, आप जब सारे मैचेस को कोई भी लीग के देखते हो ना, तब आपको ज्यादा सारा मिक्सअप हो जाता है. इफ यू फॉलो वन टीम एंड वॉचेस ऑल देयर मैचेस, देन यू हैव अ क्लियर कट आइडिया कि दिस इज द बेस्ट गोल फॉर.
that is true. That is true.
थोड़ा सा
It's easier, but
easier.
that doesn't always work. No? If they score too many goals, तब तो problem हो जाता है ना.
Yeah, I know it was easy for me, so I can remember all of BFC's goals. We didn't score too many.
What? 7 or 8, no?
I don't know. I mean, come on.
Petra तो streaking against Goa.
Yeah. Yeah, Deepak, I support BFC. And of course Mumbai City, and I'd say Punjab as well. I know you. I'm sure you got some.
मेहदी तला का भी एक आध स्पेशल गोल आया होगा, याद करना पड़ेगा.
I think there are a couple of team goals from Punjab that have been like really good that we can't remember
Really
right
good.
now. But I'm sure.
It's most probably it's going to be Wilma Jordan or Luka Machin, and they were set up by Mehdi Talal again. So yeah.
Exactly. I think we would have had a couple of goals like that. I can't. Just thinking. Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. Win this ISL season, I would really love to see Goa win the season if it happens. I mean, I think Goa is a team that is like I'm fine with them. Like, it's nothing. There's no bad blood. There's nothing. It is a nice, likable team, I think. So yeah, Mehdi Talal against Mumbai.
In that 2-3, or even
Putea's goal. I remember this one.
That
That was one too.
That was also a great goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal. So we've
There
got
are a couple of very good goals.
Yeah. So yeah, it's difficult to pick. It's really difficult to pick. But your player of the season, guys, so far, if you had to pick one.
Petratos देखिए golden ball winner in 2024 but I think Dimantakos played less matches and had a same amount of, you can see, goal and assist contribution. So that is also a factor, but definitely Dimi will now play more matches and definitely take over from that 16 goal plus assist to maybe 17, 18, 19. Best player to Rahul, I think अभी season खत्म तो होने दो.
I mean, up tak, I mean, you got like 5 games left. So and you've only got 4 teams playing. I still can't think past Mehdi Talal. I think what a player.
I tweeted about it the other day. Mehdi Talal surely, and I think Petratos as well comes back into player of the season if Mohun Bagan win it. Otherwise, there might be someone else from the other teams.
Yeah, Rachit.
मैंने को अभी किसी ने मैंने अभी क्या बोलते हैं वेल स्पॉट के साथ वो किया था, उसने मेरे को 5 क्वेश्चन भेजे थे कि who is the best signing, foreign signing. तो उसमें तो obviously मेहदी तला, who is the worst signing of the season. तो for me is the Ellen Stevenovic.
Curtis Main.
नहीं कर्टिस मैन नहीं, राहुल. एलन स्टीवेनोविच, बिकॉज कि उसका जिस तरह से वो एक पास्ट करियर रहा है कि भाई वो 2010 इंटर ट्रेवल साइड के साथ थे, देन वो सारी चीजें थी, बट वो उस तरह से वो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दे पाए. सो फॉर मी दैट वाज
also for a bit or
but he was just a kid. He was not part of Mourinho's squad per se, right? So
नहीं exactly.
But for that, to me, to make that comparison is very difficult. It's like then you would also have to say Victor Vasquez as East Bengal because of the high pedigree. He used to play for Barca, La Masia, this, that,
but
Toronto,
but नहीं, but sir, for Ellen Stevenovic, because he played for the whole season. आप देखिए Victor Vasquez और Curtis Main has stayed for the half of the season only. So in that sense,
But
Guys, I just wanted to inform as well, Rashid. This is definitely happening. I've put it down. I've actually put it down in the schedule, for us
ये
to
करेंगे हम वीडियो इसके बाद ये
do
बेस्ट
a
मैच
nice
वाला
wrap up after the
पूरे
season as well. Yeah, will be a lot of fun. Yeah, we had some really nice um, goals and moments this season. Guys, quickly before I think we come to the end of this, wanted to ask you guys, who is your favorite to win the ISL this season? We've got 4 teams left. That's it, and we've got a cracker of semifinals on our hands as well.
I want to see FC Goa to win this season's ISL Cup now.
But do you think it's going to happen here? I think there's a good chance of that happening. It's not a bad bet.
I think so. I think so.
And about
Um,
Arjun saying Mumbai.
I think it's between Mumbai and Mohun Bagan.
Okay. Deepak saying
But
one.
I think it will most probably be in Mumbai. So if Mumbai can get into the final,
मेरे को सर
they
लग
have
रहा
an
है कि
advantage.
नहीं मेरे को लग रहा है कि मुंबई एंड मोहन बगान में से कोई एक ही जाएगा फाइनल. I don't see both are going into the final and then repeat of the sealed final. I think दोनों में से कोई एक जाएगा. I don't know who will go. I think ओडिशा या एफसी गोवा में से कोई एक तो फाइनल में जरूर. मेरे को ये लगता है.
Uli Krishnan saying Mohun Bagan favorites on current form. Shaggy is going with Odisha. I would really love to see an Odisha FC Goa final. It would really, I don't know, it'd be awesome. I don't know. You guys think it's possible Odisha Goa?
Definitely possible. Why not?
Okay. But because I mean, for the two favorites to get knocked out in the semifinals, it would need something special.
It has happened in the past, so it's not
Mhm.
that special. But yeah.
That's the saying Mumbai, Odisha. Anna wants Mumbai, Mohun Bagan. It's going to be fun, guys. I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know what is going to happen. I think it's really hard to predict. And we've tried and failed a couple of times. Guys, what were your predictions yesterday, by the way, for the game today? And I think
My was 2-2 penalties.
draw
2-2
and
and
penalties.
penalties.
Otherwise, you went Chennai win. And guys, I think this game is pointless. I think at this point. But yeah, guys, just a quick reminder.
Why didn't Chennai win?
It's yeah, unfortunately.
अर्नव
This is-
फुकान भाई फाइनल वेन्यू इज आइदर कोलकाता और मुंबई ऐसा अभी बता रहे हैं.
But I think it looks more likely to be Mumbai at the moment. I think with the weather so hot in the eastern part of India, could be Mumbai.
Sharon, again, all these best youngster, best player, best goal, best manager. We'll discuss it we'll discuss it completely after the season is over, because I think we need a long, nice chat about that after everything is closed, because it'll be a lot of fun.
Best youngster this season is Shayan Shorkar, right?
Yeah.
वो मैंने उनका फोटो देखा वो मिल रहे हैं
he's got good
मनवीर
taste.
और मनवीर
Good
एंड
taste.
Deepak Tangri.
He's nice. He's good with his head as well.
Who?
Shayan
Shayan?
Sharkar. No.
अरे साइन मुखर्जी है वो.
Nahin. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's where we are. Just a refresher for everyone. First leg between Odisha and Mohun Bagan is on Tuesday. Then you got Mumbai playing Goa. First
एट द
leg.
कलिंगा है फर्स्ट लेग एट द
Yeah,
कलिंगा.
first leg's at Kalinga, and then first leg for Mumbai Goa is at Goa. That's on Wednesday, and then you go back for the return legs on Sunday and the following Monday. So we've got some time to discuss between the two legs, and we've got not too long to build up to the first semi-final leg. So yeah, it's right around the corner. Let's just see if I can take a couple more comments. Hiren, just some like banter for you if you'd like. Dembele against Barcelona. Um, yeah. But Hiren, how does it feel actually, honestly? Because sometimes it irritates me, like former players coming and scoring and celebrating against, I mean, their old
नहीं,
clubs.
पहले 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 होता था मेरे को, अभी तो नहीं होता उतना।
Yeah.
मतलब ठीक है, अभी इतना वो हो चुका है फुटबॉल की, अभी ये सारी चीजें वो लगती है कि हाँ बट ठीक है। स्टार्टिंग जब मैंने किया था तब तो ये सारी चीजें मतलब जैसे तुमको होता है वैसे ही मेरे को भी फीलिंग होता था कि ये साला ये प्लेयर ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है, ऐसा क्यों है। बट व्हेन यू हैड टू मच ऑफ फुटबॉल एंड व्हेन यू जैसे कि थोड़ा सा और आप जितना ज्यादा डीप जाते हो साल हो जाता है। जैसे अभी अरुणा सर है, हम दोनों से मतलब ज्यादा उनको उतना वो नहीं फर्क पड़ता, हम तो कभी कभी वो हो जाते हैं फ्रस्ट्रेट। तो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आई थिंक एक्सपीरियंस के साथ वो थोड़ा सा वो हो जाती है। सो इसीलिए मैंने अभी अभी तो मैंने मतलब एक वो वही बना लिया कि जब बारसा जीते तब उसको भर के सेलिब्रेट करो और बस वही वही एंजॉय करो, बाकी तो चलता रहेगा क्योंकि पहले क्या होता था, पहले ये लगता था कि भाई हर सीजन जीतना है, अगर ये कुछ नहीं हुआ तो मतलब सब कुछ खत्म। तो वो सारी चीजें होती रहती थी। बट नाउ आई डोंट केयर अबाउट दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। आई थिंक कि फॉरमर
Okay.
प्लेयर मार रहा है, जा रहा है। अब तो मेरे को पहले तो ये भी लगता था कि भाई ये प्लेयर जैसे कोई यंगस्टर आया तो आपको वो फीलिंग आती थी कि भाई ये बारसा में ये रिटायर होना चाहिए। बट नाउ द थिंग्स जिस तरह से फुटबॉलिंग वर्ल्ड चल रहा है, यू कांट एक्सपेक्ट कि भाई आपका ये जो लॉयल्टी है, वन क्लब वन लॉयल्टी इज वेरी वेरी रेयर टू सी। सो अब मेरे को वो भी नहीं लगता कि भाई अब ये जो जैसे पेड्री के बारे में काफी सारे बारसा फैन मानते कि भाई इसको फिनिश करना चाहिए, दावी को, लेमिन यमाल को। आई डोंट थिंक सो कि दे विल finish at the Barca. Maybe 4, 5, 6 years, and they will definitely move another club also. If better offer or better situation may be available. So anything can happen. So अब वो नहीं, वो मैं देखे चलता नहीं। तो पर क्या है कि बहुत दुख होता है यार जब ऐसी चीजें हो जाती है ना, फिर लगता है कि यार क्या ही हो गया, फिर मन वो क्या बोलते हैं कि इंटरेस्ट वो कम हो जाता है। सो उससे बेटर है कि भाई सारी चीजें वही लेके चलो।
Yeah, Rashid, you're saying let's not forget that sports at the end is just. I agree, but I think it does mean something to the people of that club. I think when you see at least not Dembele but a homegrown boy sort of go away and celebrate, I think it hurts them. Arnav, have you come across such situations in Indian football? And if any, do you remember something like this from the top of your head? An incident that really riled up fans of a former, I mean, of a player who played for that club when he
Baichu
scored.
Bhutia.
Okay. Can you, I mean, tell us,
In
because I mean, I wasn't around, so I would love to know.
in multiple Kolkata derbies when he was playing either for East Bengal or Mohun Bagan, and he's already played for the other side. And we're talking about the early 2000s. That at that time nobody really cared about. I was last year playing for that shirt, and this year I'm playing for another shirt. I think this is something which has sort of changed in the last 5 or 10 years, where you are aware of these things. In the past, nobody bothered about these things. So to me, very clearly, Bhutia or even other players, it used to be normal in Kolkata also that not everyone used to play for one club. It used to be, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan and Mohammedan used to literally poach players from each other every year, right?
Okay.
So therefore, that used to be the case. I mean, I saw the incidents, BFC, Robin Singh playing in an East
Yeah.
Bengal jersey,
I mean, but to be fair,
where
to
Robin
be fair
Singh got
to-
badly abused, and then
Yeah.
after I think he also scored after that, right? Didn't he?
Yeah,
Or
he
set
scored a
up a goal.
brace. He scored a brace that
Yeah.
game, and again, to be fair to Robin, like he didn't celebrate. He was just
Exactly.
but the fans gave it to him, and
Yeah.
I think the fans felt bad because, and we lost. That was a home game, and we lost against East Bengal. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, crazy. I think football's weird. I think it really depends on how you take it and how you see it. But yeah, what a wonderful sport we have, and we'll be here for the semi-finals. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining us in the chat. Today was Goa who got through their playoff game against Chennai, and they'll be taking on Mumbai City in the semi-finals. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to all the channels: Sports Kabri, Kirisani, and Arun Foot. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.